The travel and tourism industry is one of the hardest hit by the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, just as it was about to recover from the low season, which usually runs from November to March.
If we look on year-on-year income, and because that's the only way we can compare and the cancellations that we have had, because we can't predict. This year was supposed to be actually very good. Roughly, currently we can confirm that it's about 15 million Namibian dollars worth of revenue that's been lost. And if this continues for longer, it's probably going to rise. And Namibian tourism industry overall was expecting about 26 billion Namibian dollars this year.
That will be very difficult to say, to put a dollar figure onto the loss. I think the loss can be quantified more in goodwill, in terms of we had contracts with people that were obviously planning to travel that had to be cancelled. There are refunds that need to happen. Some people pay deposits. Some of those refunds, obviously, you use as a business to bridge the gap once you receive the money, because that's money received. So you need to find a way to pay back these were-to-be travelers.
While Wild Dog Safaris retrenched 46 employees and closed operation for the rest of this year, Intermix Tour and Safari has other alternatives.
We cut salary bills, obviously, to make sure that ensuring that our employees and staff can bridge the gap between no business and the time that we recover, or at least start recovering. Obviously, the directors aren't getting much from the business because there's nothing coming in. But we did try very, very, very hard to keep, successfully, I believe, to keep our staff.
Most of the agencies have applied for the government's business relief grant to keep them afloat.
Fortunately, and the initial stimulus package was fortunately it was aimed at the people who are the most critical, which is the lower income people. So they did get it, but the bigger companies were given it in form of bank supports and extension or relief on the loans, which only means we have to take on more loan and more liabilities and then pay it back later.
Operational manager of Rafika Tours and Safari, Joseph Kafunda, says his company lost a turnover of about $170,000, but only got relief offer from the banks not to pay insurance for the next 3 months. Chulai Nafuka, NBC News, Windhoek.